Hello, everyone. We're back.
Welcome back to Let's Play or Podcast.
Let's play or podcast. That's actually a pretty good title for a podcast. Let's play or podcast. Fucking camera. I can't just have a
LPRP.
single straight up night with no fucking issues, can I?
We already knew this.
Can't fucking do. Okay, we're just going up the stairs. We're just going up the stairs, Jay. Oh no!
Really enjoy these little times together.
Take that, and another.
Yeah, we didn't check.
And another.
Way.
Take that.
Whoops.
Take that. Take away. Take this.
This is powerless.
No way. Take this. Take this.
Nice aid smash.
Take this.
So how's it going, Jay?
Oh, I felt
Man, I'm good.
You're pretty tough.
I've been playing a shit ton of Kazan lately, and it's absolutely scratching that Neo itch
Yeah.
that I did not even know I had until Neo 3 got announced and they had a trailer for it. And like, I did not know that Kazan was a like Neo, like a Neo clone, or I shouldn't say clone because it is
And another.
very different in many aspects. But like, it's been real fun.
Victory pose. Hey, you too. Oh, hell no.
I can cook nothing.
And it helps me keep my mind off of the devastating loss that Phil Spencer killed my fucking game.
Yeah.
My game! It was mine!
Yours.
It was for me!
Specifically,
Alone.
yours.
I haven't felt this kind of loss since Mega Man Legends 3.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
Man, bro, you don't understand how much I love Mega Man Legends.
That's a deep cut. Look who we have with us.
Who do we have with us?
We
Okay,
have-
I haven't-
We have a notice with us.
Oh boy, he's in the
The
actual
last couple
cat tree
days.
instead of your lap.
The last couple days, randomly, he has started to get back up in his cat tree for seemingly no apparent reason. Nothing has changed, but all of a sudden he's just like, okay, I cat tree now.
Well, we are unable to understand the mind of a nor will we ever.
Fucking incomprehensible brain of the fucking
What brain?
of the orange boy. All right. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting
I'm gonna go a little crazy
this type of
here.
situation.
And another.
Oh, Caprice of innocent waters.
Such
Was I
luster.
working on something? I don't think I was.
Oh, Caprice of innocent waters. Oh, Caprice of innocent waters.
Oh, did I replace left and right?
Oh, Caprice of innocent waters.
Oh, I did. I was working on this because apparently this skill, you said if I get it to like 150, it can like hit enemies on the ground or restand them or something, right?
Ah, yes, yes. It will force them back up so that you can
Okay,
continue
so it's a
combos.
restand. Bro, I've been playing too many games. My muscle memory's all fucked up. Between Kazan, Night Rain,
It's also
and
been
Tales.
2 weeks since we played this one, so
Yeah. Because like block is in dodge are all in different places. After I finish Kazan, I'm probably gonna finally hit up the Lies of P DLC.
oh, that sounds fun.
And let me tell you, man,
Finish that one.
Lies of P was fantastic. Excellent game. I love that game. Like, the premise even kind of sounded dumb. It's like, how do you make a Souls like using the story of Pinocchio, right?
Sure.
You're like, that just sounds dumb. Brother, it was not dumb. And in fact, like,
I'm gonna go a
they
little
did.
crazy here.
Are you ever planning on playing it?
Maybe, but I don't know that it's a game I'm worried about spoilers for.
Okay, so the whole, the whole like premise of Pinocchio was like you want to be a real boy, and like lying was bad, right? Like lying was bad, like nose grows and whatever, right? In Lies of P, they made it so that like you do have choices in the game. You can take actions, but the game's like overarching like message was what's more human than to lie,
Sure.
right?
Oh,
Like
sure.
you are put in these situations where like to tell the truth would do like way more harm than good. It's like it's not just like white lies. I can't remember of too many examples, but like you're I'm not saying you're encouraged, because I mean you can still make whatever choice you want as the player, right? But like there's different endings and different weapons and different things that you can do.
You're emotionally manipulated into a specific direction.
And like it's I think I'm using far too many words to describe something that doesn't need to be so complicated, right?
Well,
But it really did such a good job of taking like the theme of Pinocchio and lying and winding it into a more mature story.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Okay.
Shining Guardian Field! Not done yet! Guardian Field!
Disturbing power now unleashed.
Guardian Field eventually upgrades if I keep using it, right?
Don't get in our way.
And like, and it wasn't just like these like choices that you made, right? It was other things. It was doing things that were more human-like, right? Like if you like walk up, there's a temple, right? And if you like use a praying emote near a statue, in the background, that would like give you more points towards being more human.
Huh.
Or like throughout the game, you just find records, right, that you can play. And I don't know if you remember, but like when I was playing the game, I made a big deal about this one song from the game that was just absolutely beautiful that I like listened to on loop for a while, right?
Sure.
Listening to records in Firelink, the Firelink equivalent, right, invisibly gives you more points towards being human, because like robots would not care to just throw on a fucking record on a turntable and listen to a track, right?
Sure.
Victory is sweet.
It's just, God, it's so fucking cool.
These motherfucking flying
From
units
behind?
suck.
Oh man.
This happens all the time. Priest of innocent waters.
That's right. What was I doing with? That's what I was doing. Wow, I didn't remember that quick.
Are there any more foes about?
Bop, 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 bop. I can't stop. The bop, bop,
Did
bop, bop,
Liza
bop.
P? When? List of games of the year. Every Game of the Year winner in chronological.
Watch my back.
What did Liza P lose to? What year did Liza P come out? Was that? Oh, was that the same year fucking Baldur's Gate came out? That's unfair.
That's unfair.
That's unfair.
That's kind of fun.
Hey, you see what I did there?
Oh,
What? That's it? You're done?
That's not unfair.
Liza P release date. Yeah. That's so fucking unfortunate. Like, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 absolutely deserved it, but goddamn.
But goddamn. Okay, well, I really thought down there was the direction we were supposed to go, but I guess not. So I guess we'll go back this way and cross our fucking fingers.
Let's see. Other nominations for 2023 was Alan Wake 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Fucking Liza P wasn't even nominated.
Get good, scrub.
Right?
No. As a person who plays a lot of not necessarily mainstream games, I fully understand your
Now's our
favorite
chance.
thing
Our strategy
not being
worked.
nominated for
Yeah.
the best thing.
Well, no. I mean, I do think that the correct game won.
Is that it?
oh, Caprice.
Okay, so he did pick up Best Role-Playing Game and Best Art Direction.
Such grace. Hey, you see what I did there?
Let's see what I did there? Oh wait, I'm not.
Ow!
Think before you use your arts.
Oh yeah, oops.
I love how Rita's berating Carol in combat. And Carol's just like, oops!
This fight's never gonna end.
These
Okay,
fucking
we'll just
flying
leave you
enemies
here.
suck.
Yeah, they suck. You'd think that shouldn't have been a problem for me, but apparently it still is. Good lord. Overwatch got Game of the Year? Jeez.
When it came out,
What year did Overwatch 1 out? 2016. Game of the Year nomination 2016. What was up? What was it? How do I get in these fucking... yeah, God, I guess there wasn't a whole lot of competition.
oh, not a bad
The other
year.
nominations were Inside, Titanfall 2, which, fair. I thought the single-player campaign, that was pretty good. Uncharted 4, which, I mean, at that point, the franchise is getting a little stale.
They're wide open.
This ain't a bad strategy.
Still good, like, story telling. Like, I feel like Uncharted just became, like, a movie with some gameplay in it.
Yeah.
Which, that sounds super derogatory, but, I mean, it's still fine. So Inside Titanfall, Uncharted 4, and the only other nomination was Doom, and I absolutely believe Doom is many times over better than Overwatch.
I would probably agree with you that Doom is like a game I prefer, but if I had to pick which was like the more important game to the gaming sphere, it would probably be Overwatch.
Man, look, not only
Stronger and stronger.
is Overwatch like undeserving of it,
Careful.
the fact that
Careful.
look, we say a lot of controversial things on this Let's Play / podcast. The fact that Overwatch 2 is a thing, and it also didn't get nominated when the year it came out, when it's literally just Overwatch, tells you that maybe it wasn't as deserving then as it is. It's just as deserving then as it is now. It's just another hero shooter. It's a fucking, like, sweaty-ass PvP game. And now the market is almost saturated with that bullshit.
Yeah, but at its time, when Overwatch first came out, it was the best version of a pretty slick take on that genre.
Yeah, but it wasn't Doom.
Yeah, sure. You're not wrong.
Flynn, I wanted to ask you about something Yuri said back in Nordopolica.
Also, Jesse's got a point. Mercy. Get fucked, Jay.
Huh?
What
are you talking
about
about?
Mercy?
Just Mercy.
What about her?
I'm talking about how Yuri said that he'd kill you if you became
Just
a bad
her.
person.
Because she's hot?
Well, I don't know.
Overwatch 1 meta.
I will say, Overwatch did a lot more for the internet than Doom did.
Yeah, between
I will say.
what was the sniper? What was the sniper's name?
Widow?
Widow, yeah, Widow also.
Well, that's...
Doom.
For example, if you became someone that Yuri thought needed to be killed, do you think he'd swing his blade
Widow's
without
hot. See?
hesitation? Even if he was facing a precious friend like you?
Yuri isn't the kind of person who can so easily kill others. But if he felt he really needed to...
Also funny that if
I
you
imagine
go
he'd
to
even kill me.
Metacritic... Sorry, I know this is in the middle of fucking cuts. Sorry.
Really?
No,
Do you think
go,
he could
have
actually
on.
do
Go,
that?
go ahead with it.
I'm just saying, if
There
you go to
was sadness
Metacritic
in
and look
his
at the
eyes,
user scores,
But he was unwavering.
Overwatch 1, Game of the Year 2016, has a 6.5, which is fucking abysmal, and Doom 2016 has an 8.3.
Okay. Does it show you how many people rated each of those different games?
Like, I mean, you can get granular.
Yeah. Can you get granular to the point of what was its score when it came out versus what
I would
is
have to
the
use
score
Wayback Machine.
currently?
But I'm not talking about 2.
Because
I'm talking about
I'm
one.
not talking about 2
Yeah, I would
either.
understand
I'm not
if-
talking about 2 either, but Overwatch was a live service game that had players for many years who would be voting on it from various points in its life cycle, whereas Doom is a single-player,
And I
standalone
understand that.
entry. It's
But
just
if-
going to get
if-
an initial score.
If you're concerned about review bombing, then you wouldn't have to, because 1 wasn't in the crosshairs of the review bombing. That was 2.
I'm not
Because they
worried about
promised
the
so much
crosshairs
shit.
of review bombing. I'm saying when it won Game of the Year, it probably had a higher than 6.5 score.
Doom is...
Then And it's true.
You're such a
But
salty
that kind
Sally.
of determination must
Like,
be
holy shit.
heartbreaking.
Look, I'm still grieving Perfect Dark.
You are still grieving.
Even
that's
if it's going to
understandable.
deeply hurt him, I believe he's determined to live the rest of his life with
I
that
still might
pain.
be in denial.
Yuri possesses just that
It
kind
really
of
sucks.
strength.
Did get F salty J.
Yeah.
Nice. Did we ever get any more? Did you see any articles or anything like that? We ever get any more information?
Yeah, it
You
was.
think so?
It literally is Microsoft just shuttering a bunch. Like, they laid off a bunch of people and shuttered a bunch of studios. They just wanted to make sure that they closed out the fiscal year higher.
Uh,
It's literally
What?
CEOs
Okay.
doing CEO bullshit.
But the issue with that kind of concept, though, is, I mean, logically, okay. Now, illogically, it could just be that they're like, nah, fuck it, we don't care, shut that studio, right? But like, from a logical standpoint, why would they shutter something that was producing that they thought they would be making a good return on investment in the near future?
Look, a CEO gets it in their mind that no,
Sure,
this isn't
sure,
going to make
sure,
the
sure,
money
sure,
I
sure.
expect to do.
Well, that's what I said, right? Like, illogically, sure, they'll do it anyways, right? But from a logical standpoint, right? So that's why I was
using
that's
logic.
That's why I was asking. Maybe there was any information out there where Microsoft comes along and says, "Well, we gave them they gave us a 6-year timeline initially, and it's been 8 years, and they don't think they'll be done for another year and a half." Right? So
If that is the case, I
Right.
have not heard of that yet.
But if Yuri is going to continue committing crime after crime,
They haven't
then
come
I
out,
will
like,
have to
Phil
stop him
Spencer hasn't
myself.
come out and said anything
don't do
yet.
shit, Flynn.
I earnestly hope that day never comes, though.
Well, hopefully we will get more information. I like information in that kind of like scenario because it helps me have closure, right?
Mhm.
You know? But
Flynn, you're really strong
Unlikely.
too.
Am I? I don't know about that. But I appreciate you saying so, Patty.
Determined to live the rest of his life with that pain.
yeah, okay, Patty.
How is she 14?
I've stopped asking questions. I've stopped. Ooh, Guardian stand.
Feels like a toddler.
I've stopped asking questions. Ah, okay. I'm gonna shoot this bitch.
Bonk.
Yeah, motherfucker!
Get in it.
Get wrecked, bitch! Alright, what's over here?
It was funny. I was actually active in the discussion threads for Perfect Dark before it went dark, and you know there was a few threads where, but there's this, like, you know, it's just some random guy was just like, I can't believe, you know, it's just a random topic about it going down, and that one got the most popular, and some dude was like, Perfect Dark was never good anyways, and I'm like, bro, I'm glad you felt, I love you
Let's
felt the
take care
need
of
to
him
come in
quick.
here and yucking everybody's yum, man. You must be great at parties.
Are you going a little overboard on the arts?
Just fantastic.
Just like fucking kicking people when they're down. What the fuck is your problem, dude?
Oh, Caprice.
He's probably sad.
It don't matter. Like the all the threads are gone.
He's
Like
probably sad.
once the Steam ID is closed, like once the product's gone, everything associated with that page is gone. So you're talking about content, discussions, all that.
And not having any TP is really not great.
No, that's fine. I'm used to it.
This fight's never gonna end.
Okay,
I
we'll
felt
just leave
that.
you here.
Alright, let's give us some teeth. I can't, like... Okay, that's a miss.
Good job. You did it. Yeah, I think it's more... In fact, it might even be higher up than that.
Well, I think where I'm at is correct. It's just depth perception to see when I'm supposed to be shooting is the problem.
Yep, good call. That's probably why that was even put there.
Oh yeah, undoubtedly.
Some kind of indicator.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, they need to put a new map in Nightrun. Like, yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, it's at the point where I'm like, I would care less about new characters and bosses. Like, I would forego multiple bosses and characters just for a new map.
Well, they have like the differentiated maps, right? Like
Yeah, they have the
city and
shifting earth.
the fucking
the shifting earth thing. So you get like your city, your volcano, snowy mountain, the rot forest.
Yeah,
But
that's got a lot going on for it.
Yeah. And once you beat an Everdark boss, you get a unique currency that you can spend on extra relics, chalices, and you can spend one of those points
More wine!
to change your shifting earth to whatever you want. You just pick from a list.
I was going to thank you very much for the bits.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, that just made him mad.
I'm gonna do it!
It did.
Such priest of innocent water! Such grace! Such grace! Punishing beam flash!
And another.
Priest of innocent waters!
I encourage you to walk into that, please.
Crescent away! Is that it? Nice smash!
This wasn't supposed to happen. This fight's never gonna end.
Okay, we'll just leave you here.
What were you working
be
on
nice.
as far as cooking is concerned?
All of these things, which we don't have any of the fucking ingredients
Didn't
to.
right.
get one?
Right, because Tweedle and Tweedle beat it and sell anything.
Didn't
like, enough
sell
things
any of the shit that we needed. And we basically cooked everything else that we can cook, except for sandwiches. Oh, okay, I see where we're at. How do we get that one? Huh. Back up here, I suppose?
Not for honor, but for...
And then there's this protected gate mechanism. Okay. Sure.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh? Now this is my style.
What?
You learn a new thing.
Did learn a new thing.
Azure Heavens. So that's
You know what?
actual arrow rain.
Yeah, this is what I thought falling was gonna turn into. Sure. Oh, that's cool. I like that much better.
I'll send you to your death.
void attack.
Oh shit! I was thinking about how all the stuff you've been going through metaphor lately, and I remembered you unlocked the Uber job class for main character,
Yeah, I got Prince.
and you haven't been able to use it yet
I have not.
because you got stuck in cutscene hell.
Well, you know,
Be
what it be.
Uh,
Okay, so we've unlocked this thing, so now we can go back down to where we were. Ugh. Please let me.
though I will say you've gotten mostly out of cutscene hell because you're like right where you're pursuing the attacker, right?
Yeah, we're chasing Zorba.
Oh, you already know it's Zorba?
Well, I mean, I assume
Or you
it's
just
Zorba.
made the assumption it was Zorba.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was, Luis was all like, go ahead and deal with him. He's like, oh,
And when we
I
entered
can't
the
wait to
forest,
kill
we
all the
saw him
bastards."
just sitting there being all like, aha, here they are, scenario.
I love the idea also that he came here ahead of the party, killed the prince, and then found some place in there to hide, and didn't make your escape till after you showed up, after you verified the prince, after the melding process, and after the story, like the lore dump, and then he decides to book it.
Yeah. It's like he was like eavesdropping on us or something like that. I don't know.
That's what I assumed. I assumed that he was like seeing if he couldn't get any juicy tidbits to take back to Luis.
Waters.
Such grace.
Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
Sorry, I'm gonna check real quick what I am. Was it 100 or 150?
Oh, it's a lot. It might have been like 200.
Might have been 200.
Oh, I don't remember.
Supposed to happen.
But I'll take it for some more utility. Be able to do something to enemies on the ground. Did I do that up later?
Okay, let's go. Ooh, that's nice.
That's gonna be awkward when you catch up with Luis and be like, hey, remember when I said I was a prince? Yeah, it turns out I actually am, brother.
Bitch!
And what is the likelihood that he's actually going to believe it too? Like, be like, all right, whatever. Honestly,
Well, I mean, everyone else believed it really easily, so... You know?
yeah. Well, the people that believe it can now believe it in earnest. Well, I guess they did believe it in earnest. It's just that it's true now.
I will say, finding out that Luis can do that to not just the Elda, that's a pretty big kind of like...
Yeah, well, like
Note.
all the tribes originally came from humans or Elda, or I don't know if like
Humankind.
Elda.
Humankind.
What?
Humankind.
Yeah, humankind.
That's the...
Everybody.
Humankind are the originators. Elda are
What
their
the-
descendants. Everyone else
And
also
then
descended
everybody
from humankind.
else-
Humans are the bad offshoot.
Yeah.
The Royal Guard have been taken out.
Well, who the fuck did this?
Gee,
Oh.
I bet it's not.
Why are
Zod-
you
know how I've
still
been waiting,
in the
Yuri
game? Why do you exist?
Because everyone needs a rival.
You
someone
don't have...
who can turn
Zagi
you
has
on.
no purpose other than to be this bloodthirsty random maniac that we come across on the occasion.
Yeah, he's your rival.
Unless we find out, like, here, that, oh, he's actually been working for so-and-so the entire
Okay.
time.
Of his 3 hair colors, which one's all natural?
The black.
The black, you think?
His eyebrows are black.
Gotcha.
Like, I hate his hair? Yeah. I think you're meant to.
Yeah, no.
I think you're meant to hate everything about this man.
You were the one who wiped out all these people.
I don't want anybody else getting in my way.
We got no
Yeah,
time to play with
because
you.
you're a random maniac.
Where's Alexei? Where's he taking Estelle?
Why would you know that?
He's not here. He was never even here to begin with.
Oh,
What?
What do you mean?
So Alexei was using this fortress as a decoy.
How charitable of him. He's a real piece of work.
oh yeah. By the
Gotta
way,
hand it to him.
I still
He
haven't
drew the knights
forgotten
and all of us to
that
Heracles.
Raven and the Schwann Brigade somehow beat us out here in the middle of the ocean when we have a fucking airship.
I've skipped past everything we experienced last time in the game. I'm just ignoring. I am so done with this game's cockamamie bullshit. I'm just playing. I'm just playing,
he
Jay.
slips out the back.
Man, just when I thought I couldn't hate that guy anymore.
We need to go after him now.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Can't
Aren't you
leave.
forgetting
Zoggy wants to
someone?
fight us.
Shut up. Let's get this party started.
I hate having to repeat myself. We've got no time for you, so take a walk. If you want to get in our way, you better be ready to hit the ground.
Good, Yuri. Hate me. Come on, hate me.
I don't even know who you are.
You're literally just some random assassin guy.
There is no finer spice in all the world.
I don't hate you, you just annoy me.
What about the spice that makes you see the future a little bit and makes it so that you can fold space travel safely?
Huh? Cool. Oh, thanks.
Is he just getting in our way to make us angry?
He's
Yes.
hopeless.
Now, let us finish this, Yuri Lowell.
Somebody just shoot him. Like, do we really have to fight him?
So happy to see you
Ugh.
again.
Let's lens him and see what's up with him.
All right, he's got 175k.
Does have a
Beat to
lot
nothing.
of fucking HP. All right.
How unfortunate.
Save your over limit. Oh, hey, we got
I guess you're
our
just as
PP
happy
back.
in that
That's
as
good.
I am. Like hell.
Yeah, we full healed at the.
Do
What
not
is with this idiot?
use burst
Stay out of our
unless you
way.
Right
use
now,
it first,
I'm
because
the most
AI will
important thing
always
you've got.
counter
I'm
burst.
tired of listening. Let's fight.
Oh, nice, Carol.
I want more. That I want
Nope,
more.
still not restanding yet.
Caprice of innocent waters. Oh, caprice of innocent waters. Smash. Crescent moon.
I'd rather not.
Hey, help me out when I'm casting. Leave it to me.
Somebody's gonna die, probably.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Blah blah blah.
Oh god. I was hoping I would catch
had a
him in a
feeling
thing.
That one's probably not gonna be the best option.
Crescent moon. Not yet. You're just smash. Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
He did not Mystic. That's cool.
I take credit for that. Probably not true.
You're lucky you
but
didn't fucking die.
I take credit for that.
I can't keep doing this.
But yeah, I really... It's really unfortunate that you're playing both metaphor, finished Dark Deity 2, and have started Expedition 33
That was way too
when
strong.
like all of the like the storytelling, voice acting, and like all of that feels so like spot on.
Now it's on.
Did he just poison himself? All right. Can we have you not be paralyzed? Right. I forgot. I've got to have them do that themselves.
I'm poisoned.
Priest of innocent waters. Priest of innocent waters.
I'm gonna do some healing.
Nice recovery.
I'll keep an eye on the poison.
Come on. Such grace. Such grace.
Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
Now we're gonna have fun.
Uh-oh!
I'd rather not.
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby?
Oh, no. Don't do it, don't do it. I do think that he does not heal himself
Who loves you, baby?
unless like unless everybody else is pretty much fucking get.
Oh, caprice of innocent waters. Nice aid smash.
Maybe he doesn't have a missile card.
Champagne.
I think we're about even now.
What?
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 Apparently we achieved the thing.
I
I don't know.
Just try and stop me.
Oh, caprice of innocent waters. I can't keep doing this. Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
That hurts.
damn.
Oh,
Oh, that's so big.
I want more.
Oh. Did you just take a big ass bite of an ice cream sandwich and then comment that it was cold?
Good. Bleed.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I hope he's just about out of here.
It's definitely not bad, but I don't know if I would say it's great.
Such great scatter! I'll fill you full of arrows.
Yeah? Nice shooting, Ace.
Got it this time.
Yeah? Do you?
Yep.
He ran back into it!
Yeah, I did!
He
Yeah!
ran back into
What is
it!
with this guy?
Yeah!
That's pretty funny.
You gotta be tired after coming all that way.
Oh, Secret Mission 15 has used Carol's nice heal smash to cure his poison.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Okay, so this is a Pop-Tart brand ice cream sandwich. And it is basically two small Pop-Tarts sandwiched on either side of an ice cream filling. And it's okay.
Nice.
No,
Sounds right. I guess it
Not
depends
great.
on what specifically what Pop-Tarts and what flavor ice cream.
yeah. It just tastes kind of cheap. And, you know, like, one of the joys of, like, a regular ice cream sandwich is that the sandwich part is very cakey, right? So it's very soft,
soft.
and gentle, and you can just kind of,
Just
you
like
know,
moosh.
nom, 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 just very neatly bite into it. This is very hard, so you've got to kind of like but then you're chomping into this fucking thick section of ice cream, so it's like, and then you're chewing hard, cold Pop-Tart in cold ice cream. It's not.
I don't know. I don't think that's
the
terrible.
flavor's not
I feel like
bad, but
that looks
the
like
eating
chocolate
experience is not great.
What flavor Pop-Tart is that?
Also chocolate. It's chocolate on chocolate.
I feel like it would probably be a lot better if it was like traditional strawberry with vanilla.
They had that.
I feel like that would have been a much better choice.
Perfect.
Or like vanilla and like cinnamon.
You're awesome.
Like the cinnamon that doesn't have icing. Hey, Yuri, hear me out. How about a hat trick?
I mean, I'd say either that or Yuri just take Zagi to bed, because that's clearly what he wants. Like, what is this?
Zagi, marry, fuck, kill is all the same person.
All the same person. And what is this dialogue? He groans from getting beaten in combat. He says, and this was verbal. You're awesome. He
came.
What is that? What is that? What is that supposed to convey? What is that? I'm just gonna eat my ice cream sandwich. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I feel like it's a. I didn't actually finish this thought from earlier, but I feel like
You've got dependency issues, you know that? Enough is enough!
I feel like there's a unfortunate timing for Vesperia while you're playing shit like Metaphor and Expedition 33. Like, that has such
because they're so good.
They're so
well
emotional and so well written, and the emotions conveyed.
Here's the thing though, like I say it's well written, but I've actually been kind of bitching here lately about Metaphor's pacing and some weird points in the story. Like I've been making like a pointed note of like, not every game is perfect. The writing doesn't hit at all times, right? But I will give a decent game a lot of leeway on their writing, and I'll give an excellent game a fucking football field of leeway on their writing, because you're gonna miss every once in a while, and sometimes the puzzle pieces have really rough edges, because you just gotta make it work at the end of the day, right? You're making a game, but this is not that. This game has just been not great writing. He's definitely dead this time, right? He's definitely dead this time, right?
Rita!
I'm on it. There. Done. It stopped.
That's our genius mage.
Now Sodia and her men should be able to get on board.
Yay.
Estelle, where have they taken you?
Oh.
Rita. She's nothing more than a tool to Alexei. If he keeps forcing Estelle to use her power, she could really unleash the Autophagos.
Not on our watch. That's what we're here for, right?
That's totally gonna happen. Right? Like, it's totally gonna happen. That's gonna be the final boss, is the Autophagos.
Rita, cheer up. We're definitely going to beat him and save Estelle.
Okay.
Spoilers, Patty.
We don't have a moment to lose. Heracles must be using a Hermes Blastia too. That's the only thing that could power something this big.
We've got to find
Careful.
Alexei! Fast!
Baul can help us follow the disturbance in the air. If Estelle is being forced to use her power, we will find her.
All right.
All right, everybody's dead.
Yuri, this isn't over yet!
Surely he's dead.
This might surprise you, but Zoggy is actually the B.
I'll be.
Just kidding. But I see you getting wound up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Boy, you wait till I finish my ice cream sandwich Pop-Tart edition.
I get upsetty spaghetti on this stream all the time. I get faux outraged all the time. I get a little miffed or, you know, flustered or what have you. That legitimately, momentarily, made me actually angry.
It wasn't just
not
upsetty
because I
spaghetti,
believed
it
that was the
raging
case.
ravioli.
I could just envision a world where someone would be that fucking stupid, that all of this big shit goes on, all of this big shit happens, and we fight all these people, and then at the very fucking end, Zoggy just like slides in and it's like, hey, it's me again, final fight, let's go! Right? And I could see that happening in my mind's eye, and it legitimately made me angry.
Oh, that's great. That's
It
fantastic.
started moving again.
Yuri, come fly with me!
Come fly with me.
Body.
Wolf.
It's no use. We can't treat everyone at once without Estelle's healing arts.
We can't
Yeah, you
let
can
it
gather
end
up.
here.
Nice aid smash.
Ah, yes. That's wonderful. Let's do it!
Also, love shot.
Ugh. Ah!
Oh, what a lovely little scream he made.
Very confused. Didn't he work for Leviathan's Claw?
Yeah. Wait, no, he ran Leviathan's Claw.
Zoggy?
No, not Zoggy. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Jaeger.
Jaeger is Leviathan's Claw. Didn't
Yeah.
Zoggy work for Leviathan's Claw?
Vesperia. What guild was Zoggy in? Yes, he is a member of Leviathan's Claw.
What? And now they're healing us.
Jaeger, what's going on?
Has Jaeger been a good guy the whole time?
Are you here to get in our way again?
It would be very bad, yes, very bad for business indeed, if the Empire got too big for its britches.
Oh my god.
Could you see Zoggy teaming up with Duke? That would be ridiculous. Jeremy, are you okay?
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Is it podcast time?
I get it. It's not the first. It's not like something like this wouldn't happen in the real world. One smaller but powerful entity or organization or nation who is a part of a collective, and that collective grants them strength to face off against a individually more powerful nation or organization or something like that, right? it's entirely within reason that one of those little assholes would work with the big asshole, undermining the power of the other little assholes so that they can get a leg up over the other little assholes, right up until the point to where they realize, oh, we might have undercut the other little assholes too much, and now the big asshole is becoming too much of a threat, and now we've got to turn on the big assholes. That is not an especially shocking concept or revelation. That is totally has happened in history. It's happened throughout a period of media. It's fine. But these guys have been complete shitbags the entire fucking game, doing absolutely terrible shit. And now they're gonna be all like, oh, but yeah, we were just doing that because we want to be the best guild and we have to undercut all the other guilds. But now the Empire is, well, we may have fucked up. So,
Oopsie poopsie!
oopsie poopsie! Okay.
Alexei has gone to Zophius.
Oh, thanks for the information. I appreciate that you're on our side now.
The sword stare of Zophius has a secret, you know.
I don't even know what the fuck the sword stare of Zophius is.
I thought for sure that he'd need Dane Nomos to use as a key.
Oh, well, he knew that much.
I only recently realized that the capital was Zophius.
Yeah, but it looks like he's planning to use your little princess instead.
What?
What is he planning on doing to Her Highness?
Using her to open... Are you not listening, Flynn?
It doesn't look like now is a good time to discuss this.
Man, this isn't good. At this rate, we're gonna flatten the lower quarter of Zophius.
Rita!
It's no good. This thing is totaled.
We just have to cut its power.
I wish you the best of luck with that, so toodles!
Wait.
Jaeger, you bastard. What is he even after?
Let's think about that later. Right
Why
now,
did
we've
he
got to
save
stop
us?
Heracles.
That was the most Deus Ex Machina bullshit ever!
Ever in the history
Okay,
of the God
okay.
Machine?
Okay, maybe not ever. Maybe not ever. But that was some pretty big Deus Ex Machina bullshit. It just shows up. He'll takes care of. I'm not gonna say kills because Doggy's probably not dead. Takes care of presumably his subordinate. Feeds us information. And then just pieces out.
That is what happened, yes.
Cool.
I know. Let's go find the engine room.
Okay, game.
Jaeger, you won't get off the hook next time.
I don't even want to say the writers are on crack. Because crack stories can still be cool stories. They're just wild and incoherent.
No one gets Jaeger
Yeah,
but me.
you need to
Not
know
even the
this
boss
now,
of
so
Brave
I tell you,
Vesperia.
bye!
Why is Jaeger your prey? Like, what?
It's
Hey,
not
Jesse,
my place
did
to
you do
comment on
the-
your friendships,
The
but
Akuma stuff
What is it,
in
Judy?
Monster Hunter.
I think it'd be a good idea if you cut
I
your ties
actually
with the
really
Soggy
like
character.
fighting.
I've been hacking away at them since we
with
first
the
met,
punchy
believe me.
stuff.
Where'd you run into such a unique individual? He seems to be a pretty stubborn fan.
I have to hear how this romance began.
In the castle, right before I left the capital behind. Flynn was supposedly his original target, but before I knew it, he got sort of fixated on me.
It can't be easy having such a crazy admirer.
Tell me about it. That's the kind of love I can do
Got
without.
a new computer today, so you gotta start all over? Oh no, but congratulations on your new computer.
Jesus, bro.
Look at those eyes.
Well, those eyes are like, what have I done?
You baby.
Is there no way to, like, export or copy over or cloud sync the save?
You got cat hair all over me.
As you were sitting there, just
Over
like
me.
shoving your face in them.
All over me. It's your fault. You're to blame here. I just got something. Don't know what I got. Somebody clip that. Tell me what it was. Jay,
Not it.
get to work.
Nah.
He's like, nah.
I don't care.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. Then new. Was it a magic lens? I don't
Maybe.
know. I miss our healer, Jay.
Spoilers, we get her back.
Well, yeah, but you know.
I can just love shot more in combat. It's genuinely effective.
Oh!
Lose.
Such grace.
Not too shabby for an old man, right?
I mean, it was okay.
What's Jaeger thinking? It's almost like he's trying to help us.
Well, he said himself that
yeah,
he didn't want the
he's
Empire
nice
to get
aid
too
smashing.
powerful.
Yeah, Carol's
Then
been doing
maybe
pretty
it's
good.
safe to take him at his
honestly.
word. He lays
Like-
that whole nut job act on pretty thick. but
Between
he
nice
isn't in
aid
business of
smash and
selling
love
weapons.
shot, I think
And if the
we're
Empire was
fine.
on top and the world was at peace, well, nobody would need any weapons.
That would make sense.
So he's trying to drag the fighting out as long as he can. And that's no good for anybody.
I won't let him get away with it.
Yeah.
You gotta do about it, Carol. Alright. No. No, fuck you, game.
I'm gonna do it.
I hate you.
Coil beam.
Ooh.
Punishing beast slash. Moonlight havoc. Destructo spiral.
Such grace.
He's such grace. I just want you to understand enemies, please.
Oh, you poor thing.
I feel this power inside.
Ooh. Yeah, Guardian Field would be good.
Alexei wasn't in the control room.
You picked up bad intel, old man.
I never expected that Alexei would use something this big as a pawn. And he took such good care of her.
Did he really take care of her?
What's a captain without a ship, huh?
It took years to put it all together.
Building something like this couldn't be easy.
Sacrificing it means he must be very serious.
I mean, I guess. What we got here? Onwards we go.
And downwards.
Oh, my nose! Goddamn birds.
So can we just go all out?
I swear. The fucking birds.
Such grace.
Moon starts in the sky.
And I swear.
Such grace.
Dragon Umber.
Such grace. Nice!
Victory pose!
Hey, you too.
What is this Autophagos you mentioned earlier?
In the past, it was called
Don't
the
die
Great
on me, Jay.
Cataclysm.
Huh? And you
Trying.
think that Lady Estelles might bring that cataclysm about again? How?
The Autophagos is caused by a deepening imbalance in the air. There was already an imbalance because of the air consumed to operate Blastia. And Distell's power consumes many times the air that Blastia do.
That means that if Alexei continues to use Lady Estelles' power...
We'll be in the same situation that caused the Autophagos before.
But how? Why does Lady Estelles have that power at all?
We don't have time to stand around and talk about that, do we? We can talk about Estelle's power, the power of the Children of the Full Moon as we go.
Right.
The Children of the Full Moon? The
Also,
Autophagos?
we don't know the answer to that question. The only thing we know is Child of the Full Moon. That's it. The game refuses to actually give us the answer to that question of why do these things exist?
Because
who are they?
whenever anybody is in a position to tell us anything,
Immediately dies or leaves. Immediately. Motherfucking flyers. I
Fight
swear.
like I'm gonna die, huh?
Good.
Crescent Moon!
That's grace!
Like Disturbing power now unleashed. Get thy judgment. Haste of innocent waters. That's an attack.
I was immediately like, well, oh god, who is it? It was funny too because like, Duke told us that he like kills them, right? And I was like, oh, so he's Rose. He's Rose with the whole like killing the child of the moon, and Estelle is Shauna.
yeah, pretty much. Damn, that's an RPG that needs to be remade real bad.
So can we just go all out?
Like, man, I'm glad to get Final Fantasy Tactics again. Like,
But my thing about Final Fantasy Tactics is I'm happy to have it. I love Tactics. It is one of my favorite games ever, and I will be very excited if they make legitimate improvements upon what is already there. But like,
That was easy!
Hero of the Lion War already did a really good job of updating the game and fixing things and making it like more like its intended concept. It did a great job.
By the way,
and so it's like,
yeah,
what more are we trying to go for here? Huh?
It doesn't need another remake. I will say though, and this might actually be like a sore point, it's not gonna have any of the later content. So there's no Baltair isn't in there. There's no Dark Knight job class. There's no
No! You are all
what's the main character from Tactics Advance? Lucio or whatever.
Yeah.
Alexei
He's
has
not in
been
there.
using the Knights for his own personal gain.
It is the
What are you
original. It's a
talking
remake
about?
of the original version, specifically.
The Commandant is an honor to the Knights,
Well-
and someone we should all follow. Flynn is trying to overthrow His Excellency. He's the real traitor.
Cloud is in though. Because he was
Cloud-
in the original.
He was in the original, yeah.
Are you all right, Sodia?
My thing is just like, if you wanted to do a remake of how I would want this, and this isn't even saying this is something that I do want, but this is saying if it was going to happen, how I would want it would be the equivalent of like doing what they did to 7, right? Is the idea of if you're gonna remake something like Tactics at this point, first off, I don't think you should remake Tactics. Just make a new goddamn game in the franchise
I
or
don't
a
even
brand
need-
new
even
IP. right?
I just want another Evil East game, like a true
sure,
blue
just
Evil
do
East
a
title.
legitimate, like, not Tactics, not Tactics Advance, not Tactics Advance 2, just do Tactics 2, right? Like, do another story in that world in a different era. They're like, that was one of the beautiful things about Tactics, is the story was just like, oh, this feels like it's just a story happening in a moment in medieval history. It's like there's this war going on, of which there are dozens and dozens of wars over the course of, an era in this period, surely. And it's like some culty shit is happening. I bet culty shit is happening in half of these fucking wars that nobody knows about, right? Just do a new story. But if you were going to remake something like Tactics, I would rather, at this point, again, we have Hero of the Lion War, I would rather it be like a full reimagining, a la something like the FF7 remake, where it's like, we're bringing it fully into the modern era. We're gonna do full fucking, like, 3D graphics environment, right? Like, we'll still make it a strategy game, so maybe it'll be more along the lines of like a Fire Emblem style game, right? Like in like design schematics, right? But like
imagine
etc.
Final Fantasy Tactics, but kind of in the style of like Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, I'd be down with that, Jesse.
Not necessarily like, shooty McGunner like war, but like that kind of like you're physically walking units around.
Absolutely, and that would be really cool. And you could do a lot of like reimagining with abilities, like actually having like knights on chocobos, like cavalry in the actual like game, running down people. Like they're not great in like in indoors or in like tight quarters combat, but if you get them like on an open field and they charge someone down, they're fucking phenomenal, right? Like, and it would be really cool to look at all of the different classes that exist, maybe even add in classes, but look at them in the concept of like, what does this play out in like an actual battlefield scenario? It would be neat to reimagine the game in a new way, rather than just be like, oh, well, FF Tactics is a much beloved game. Let's slap a remake on it and make it
how they did with
a little bit better.
For Steam.
It's just like,
I
pissing me off.
I'm coming back to the Valkyria Chronicles.
I'm impressed.
Thing.
You beat all these guys
picturing
on your own.
It would be
like,
really cool.
How just things would work. Like, I imagine, like, if you have a bard, you like see physical music notes drifting to every single party member that it's affecting, or like, things that don't even have that much of a like graphical thing. Like, having a higher jump stat doesn't really look cool, right? But like,
but being able to traverse over
them,
like you could jump up buildings or jump up cliffs and get to places and objectives faster in something like Valkyria Chronicle, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge deal, right? Like bringing in like Geomancer into various different fields would be really fucking interesting. Being able to like block off sections of like, oh, reinforcements are coming up this way, but I've got 2 Geomancers over here building a fucking wall to cut off this area, which is really cool. And then something you don't expect, the enemy reinforcements have a Dragoon, and that bitch jumps over the fucking wall and comes at your fucking Geomancers, and all of a sudden, like, there are really cool concepts that you could take with the idea of what Final Fantasy Tactics is. We had this same conversation about Valkyrie Profile, right? When the newest VP game was coming out, and we were like, God damn it, right? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, these older titles, these much beloved titles, there are so many cool new iterations that could exist within them. And all we seem to get, the majority of the time, not always, but the majority of the time, we get either, oh, we graphically updated the game. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, you also get, like,
great
turbo and save states. Like, yes, we've had that since the 90s.
Those things are nice, but it's like, most of the love that I hold for a game like that isn't because of the graphics. And giving me slightly better graphics, but in the same style, isn't going to change my opinion of the game. But giving me a brand new iteration of the game, like a reimagining of the game, a new way in which the game plays, allows me to have the love that I already have for X game, that doesn't die, and then I also get to experience the game in this brand new way, which is really cool, right? Like, but that actually takes development and ideas and...
Like, here's the thing.
Why would we?
Even if
I don't
you don't
recall asking
like
for your help.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, I still feel like a lot of people would still, even if it's not better, would still like it because it's different.
It's different.
Right? It's not just...
That's my scenario, right? Like, is I'm not like, oh, I absolutely adore Final Fantasy Remake. I really dislike the whole breaking it up into multiple games thing, but that is neither here nor there. That is a different concept. But on the overall surface of taking something like 7 and actually reimagining it, I think they did a great job, right? Like, absolutely, I think they did a great job, because it's not like if I go play 7 and then I go play 7 Remake, I'm playing the same game, it just looks better. No, it's a different fucking game. It plays in a different way. It's got different story beats. There are massive differences to it. And you could do something like that with tactics, and the world would be a better place for it, whether you succeeded or failed. That's a point that I want to make, right? Like, and
all that,
it hurts.
Just to say,
it hurts.
I would rather have...
Don't they teach you knights how to say a simple thank you?
...remake than another version of Tactics. It's not
Agreed. I would.
reimagining.
Absolutely, that would be amazing. Honestly, a full remake where you play the whole game as Delita instead, and the choices aren't much like how things went with Cloud. Like, the world is different. Something is different in the world, and there's like a visible, right, like, fourth wall break with him, and it causes him to change what he does, which changes the overall story. Would be amazing, and would be really cool, right? Would be really awesome.
What if Alma and Delita didn't have to end up murdering each other at the end?
That would be really neat.
I will never
What
give
if
thanks to you as long as I live.
I mean, I guess Ramzo didn't die, and the only person to know he didn't die was Olin.
And Sissy. Whatever the fuck her name is.
Right. Well, I mean...
They ride off into the sunset together.
Right, yeah. And the only one that kept any record was Olin.
Yeah.
And I guess he took those records to... God,
You
I'm
didn't
never
think
gonna
I could
get
just
his name
let
right.
you walk away, did you?
Al-Azalam, the historian.
Fucking, yeah, sure.
Enough, Sodia. This is hardly the time.
Yeah, Delita's sister doesn't die, and then bam, the whole story changes. Absolutely.
Oh
100%.
man. Well, she's got different names depending on the version, but it's Tita in the original and Petra in
Captain,
Borderlands,
why are you always defending the...
Jeez, how many times am I gonna have to say this? We don't have
Or-
time to mess around with you.
Or that could actually stay the same, right? Like, it could be a scenario where the entire, all the way up to that point of the game is the exact same, right? Like, all of that portion is still the same game. And then when that happens, that's when we go on, like, Delita's side of the story, right? And then things can change from there. Honestly, even if things didn't change, even if it was legitimately just Final Fantasy Tactics again, it would be cool to have Delita's path of the story as well, right? If all of the actual story beats stayed the same, it would still be cool, right, to have that part of the story, to be able to be like, okay, you got to this point in the story, this is now, you can pick to go on Ramza's path, or you can pick to go on Delita's path, right? And all of the like
Jump back and
generic
forth.
characters that you've gotten, just go on Delita's side instead, right? Like, cool, great, fantastic.
If you really
I don't
want
even
to
know
do
why they
this,
give you custom
then
characters.
we
You
won't
get
hold
so
back.
many named units throughout the game.
You know what I think would be really cool? I actually really like your idea of the whole, like, Valkyria Chronicles kind of like style. Taking the concept, the story of, even if it was FFT's normal story, and just doing it in like a Valkyria Chronicles style, that would be cool. Or doing a brand new story in the FFT universe with like FFT concepts, but in Valkyria Chronicles style. Either way, just getting rid of the generic characters and actually having all of the characters be legitimate characters would be amazing. It would be really cool to just have, okay, this is your time mage, right? Like, sure, you can swap the class around, but she comes in, or they come in, or he comes in, or what have you, as this is your time mage character, right? Like, and that would be neat. Also, a time mage in Valkyria Chronicles style would be so fucking cool.
You're physically running faster.
Yeah! That'd be neat as fuck!
Like, if you, like, well, I think in, was it Dragon Quarter, where you actually had, like
There's
the
something
way
else
you
we've gotta be
walk,
doing,
like,
so try
drained
and
your,
keep
like,
out of the
movement
way.
bar. So, like, haste
you
would
plan
just
to
give you
rescue
more
Lady
bar.
Esteliz?
Yeah, it just gives you more bar. Easy peasy.
Yeah. So come on, put down your sword.
He's right, you know. Nobody'd come out a winner in this fight.
Captain Schwann.
The name's Raven. You'll remember that for me, won't you?
Yuri Lowell. Once I finish cleaning up this mess, I'll be back to deliver your punishment.
Okay, whatever.
welcome to
So
try.
We don't
But
care.
I'll do as I please.
Vice Captain. And Captain Flynn, too? I'm so glad you're here. We're engaged in battle. There's too much of a difference in firepower between our fleet and the Heracles.
I really,
We won't last much longer.
really, this, sorry. You got me just,
No, we've been-
my whole brain is just spiraling thinking about how some awesome games could be made, not this game. And I just still, we talked about this it probably over a year ago, and I still really want a good Valkyrie Profile Tactics game. That franchise is tailor-made for the idea of just taking something like Valkyrie Profile and just turning it into a... I mean, you could do significantly better things with it than just doing this, but even if you just turned it into a carbon copy Fire Emblem clone, it would still be really good, right? Like, it's just, it would just be really good. It would lend itself perfectly to that kind of concept.
I really wanted
I must
to like
ask that you
Silmera.
please take
Like,
direct command.
I really wanted to.
It does sound like they're really going at it out there.
I'm begging you, sir.
Captain, I can't handle this all on my own.
Well,
But Jeremy, they did make a tactical RPG out of Valkyrie Profile.
No, I said a good one.
It was on the DS.
I said a good one. I specifically specified, because I know that exists, not that one.
Man, it's like, I know it's not a good game, and I shouldn't want my friend to have to play it, but I want you to know what the game is like.
Where? I've seen it.
What's that called?
Make Valkyrie Profile Silmeria, but make it good. It was such a letdown. I don't know who fucking thought it was a good idea to go from something like Valkyrie Profile, where the whole fucking point is that every single character you get has a detailed, involved story that you experience. Some of them are emotional. Some of them are a little fucked up, right? Like, and you get a unique character with an unique personality, unique skill set, etc., etc. And that was the whole. It was the whole fucking game, right? It was the whole game. And then you take that concept and you go, okay, well, we're going to go into Silmeria, and we're going to have a handful of special Einherjar, and then all of the others are going to be generics that you randomly pick up. Here's a point on this battlefield that you have to go to, that when you get there, you will get one of 3 sword type Einherjar.
Yeah.
And one of them's significantly better than the other 2. But I think it's a random roll on what you get. And it's just like, and that's it. You get them. And then that's that, right? It's not like you go through you go experience their whole like story, their final moments, what leads to their death, and the reason of why a Valkyrie would even come and get them. No, they're long dead. Their souls are just kind of hanging out.
And nothing ever comes of it. You don't send them
there's
Ragnarok.
Nothing going on. It's
like, that was the whole thing. It's like, you
fucking
were
wild to me
Earth
that was a choice.
Your subordinates are in a real
to
jam.
send
Go help them
units
out.
to fight in.
The thing about it is Silmeria is not an unfun game. It's got some interesting systems to it. It's just got a lot of like kludge going on that kind of like really gums up the works and slows it down, and the story pacing is kind of all over the place. But if it was tightened up, the story is not outright atrocious. If it was tightened up, if it was cleaned up, it would be way more acceptable. If each of those points had a rather than having just random who the fuck ever cares souls that you grab, right? Like, if those different locations involved like, oh, well, we're in this dungeon and we run into this person, this legitimate living person, right? And immediately Silmeria is like, yeah, this person's experiencing their final moments. And we go through this dungeon with them. They like join the team, and they're like a guest character or a special just human character for a little while. And then, but as a player, by the end of this dungeon, something's gonna happen. They're not making it through this, right? And they don't. And there's a Valkyrie there, and she's just like, okay, well, you're coming with us now, right? Like, that would make each of the different each of the different sets, each of the different locations be a really interesting thing, because each time you're going to be like, okay, who is this person? What is their story? Why are they here? How are we going to help them achieve their goal or see them fail in achieving their goal? Either way, we know they're gonna die, though. Because that was the experience going into every single, like, character in VP. It was like, well, we know how this ends. We just don't know how badly it ends. Is this gonna be a triumphant, I saved the children and then perished? Or is this gonna be a, well, I wasn't a great guy and I got my comeuppance, but I'm really strong.
Look, I can swing a sword real good.
Right? Like, the monster material system really confused you and was frustrating. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with, like, the Cluj. There are some really interesting systems in Silmeria, but they're kind of just bogged down by their own complexity. And that with the bad pacing and the forgettable environments and the forgettable lack of characters just really makes the whole game suffer. Overall, it's not a bad game. It's just it suffers under the weight of its own obscurity, which is wild to me, because again, another thing is why is Valkyrie Profile Silmeria so mid-2000s Call of Duty, right? Like, why is it so brown and gray and drab? Valkyrie Profile, sure, a lot of the environments were greens and browns in the forest and the gray of the rocks in the caves, but all of the characters were vibrant, and all of the portraits coming up were vibrant, and a lot of the interactions and shit like that were flashy, and it was like, that's got a bit of pizzazz to it. And you get into Silmeria and it's like, we tried to go for the realism in my Valkyrie fantasy game.
Well, you know what? They fixed that in 3 on the DS.
Yeah? Did they?
Yeah. Everything's a lot more vibrant. It's a lot more color. I tell you what, they really like color.
I should check that out. I should really check that out. Yeah.
You said you were gonna put up maybe a channel redemption where you can pick a game. Maybe I should get you to play Coming Under the Plume.
How many millions of bits do you have?
Bits? About a million bits.
Sorry, not bits. Taps. My bad.
1.2 million.
Okay, maybe I'll put it up for 1 million to force you to spend that million.
You play. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
While I would love for you to actually go through that game and feel what I felt, if I just thinking right now, if I were to force you to play something, the first thing that actually comes to mind is Outer Wilds.
Oh, I would just play Outer Wilds just because it's a good game. Like, that's not the fun thing to spend 1 million taps on, Jay. You spend 1 million taps to make me do something I don't want to do.
Yeah, but
Having to hit a vampire with a very specific attack that targets a very different polygon on its back to get that one material you can't get from any other piece. Yes. Dream Drab Sepia vibe. Yes, the Sepia vibe.
I'll join up with you later. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And not to mention that, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I mean, I've been playing
Looks like the Knights are having a hard time too.
Why does the PS2
if we don't bring this thing down right now, they're gonna have more than just a headache.
Muddy? Everything is so blurry and muddy on the PS2. Like, why?
That's the sepia era, though, because it was this era where they were like, we really want to show off how realistic the graphics of the PS2 are, right? They're so much better than the graphics of the PlayStation, and it was this real big thing, and you see it a lot in you know, the real shooters type scenario, but it was like a lot of the games were like that, of like, we want to make it look more real. Like, and I'll say it in this way. We want to make it look less JRPG, right? Because
maybe that's what it was. Like, we want it to be more Western.
We want it to be more Western, and Western audiences like the real look, the real graphics, the real colors, blah, 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 blah. And now, 20 years later, we're just like, why the fuck was everything so goddamn brown? Like, it was all just so drab. BB2 really leaned into halation and just made it real blurry. Yeah, that's fair. I do think there was a lot of, like, I don't know the terminology. Maybe that's the terminology there, but yeah, there to the blurry concept, there was a lot of, like, smoothing in the PS2 era, where it's just kind of like smudged together.
You know what I think is?
Off to the engine room we go.
I think that... Alright, so PS2, right? Hear me out. Was fifth generation console, right? So we're still talking CRT, standard definition, right?
Well, I think it was kind of like moving away from that.
Yeah, the first time we hit HD or 720p or whatever was what was it? I think the first system was Xbox One or not. The original Xbox could do it. No, it was 360 because I remember the whole thing with not Dead. Yeah, Dead Rising. Dead Rising had an option for, like, 4:3 standard definition and could go HD, and people could not read shit on regular TVs because the font was kind of like formatted for HD regardless. So yeah, the PS2, I imagine on much smaller cathode ray tube TVs looked way better than how if you hooked up a PS2 to a fucking flat screen today. Or if you threw up an ISO on
really
a computer and played it in an
together.
Like, I think that might actually make that look worse, not better. And there is precedent for that. Like, going back to Gen 4 with SNES and Sega Genesis, there are games that were specifically designed...
Are you done already?
...with cathode ray in mind. Like, I mean, the biggest example that you probably heard of before is, like, in Sonic, the waterfall was designed to work with its transparency layers and the palette swapping to work with a TV to make it look good. And if you take that same game, put it on an emulator, it's going to look worse. And it does.
Yeah. Same thing with, like, the waterfall in Lion King.
Yeah. Same thing.
Or I maybe not same thing, but similar thing. Now that you're thinking about it, developers were probably experimenting with it, so yeah, and that, like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But, like, and that's not to say that there weren't good, interesting, like, vibrant or like, intriguingly designed games in the PS2 era. There are plenty. But there's also, like, it's known, that specific era is kind of, like, known as that sepia tone era, right? So, like, there was enough of them doing that same concept to make it a thing. And for me, I just can never understand why you would take something like Valkyrie Profile in that direction. When your base game is Valkyrie Profile, why would you look at, like, starting the development of the second game and be like, yeah, we're gonna make it look drab? Be like, what? Huh?
Appealing to Western audience.
What? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Can we not?
I'm gonna go a little crazy here.
Priest of innocent waters.
Such grace.
Advanced roll.
Such grace.
Priest of innocent waters. All right. Nice crescent moon.
I want that game, Jay. Oh,
what?
both those games now, actually. I want FFT meets Valkyria Chronicles, and I want Valkyrie Profile Fire Emblem.
Covenant of the Plume, you got it. It already exists.
It's so
you
bad,
just gotta
though.
play it.
You know, maybe you should, think.
Jay, no!
It's there.
Mimic!
I won't lose.
A moo.
I'm using this.
Oh, okay.
We're not done yet. Oh, Caprice of innocent waters.
Such grace.
Oh, Caprice of innocent waters.
Such grace.
Oh, Caprice of innocent.
Such grace.
We're done.
I want to fly too.
Got a lot of
So
money out of
fly.
that.
Well,
A lot of money out of that.
And some more on top of that.
I'll take it.
You'll take it, because you will
What's
also
this?
spend it.
But yeah, I would like a Legend of Dragoon remake. Like, that is a game that I feel like could really benefit from not only a graphical update, but also a general dialogue review.
Oh, the retranslation is mandatory.
Looks like things are getting pretty crazy.
The Blastia's out of control.
Yeah, and it's not even a
Looks like
retranslation.
Zoggy
It needs a
smashing up
rewrite.
that control panel did more damage than we thought.
So what the hell are we gonna do about this thing?
Wait! I don't think waiting is going to do us any good. No, I think I get it. Look at that!
What is that?
Air is being transferred at a tremendous rate.
That's literally like a CL crystal, y'all. We've seen that before.
There can only be
Yeah, it's the
one
same
place
model.
something this big could be sending that much power.
The part on the Heracles that requires the most power.
A cannon?
If we were to destroy this Blastia now, it might stop Heracles, but the cannon could go off and blow Zophius clean off the map.
No way! So what should we do?
That's, again, is so, like... It's... Every event, every part of this story is just... Because the writer said so! I mean, I get, like, every event is because the writer said so, but it's like, there's no lead up, there's no build up, there's no any logical sense or rhyme or reason to any of the things that happen. It's just, oh, we want the player to do X, and we want to get the characters to location X. So we're gonna have this scenario where they can't destroy the thing, because if they do that, it fires the cannon and destroys the city.
Well, whatever we do, we have to stop this air.
Okay.
De Nomos, huh?
Oh yeah! That's what Duke used to get the air back under control.
Can you really do that?
I don't really have a choice. Here goes nothing.
I mean, he used it to get through that one thing that Dane
Yeah, he
Nomos
did.
had to get through. The, like, seal. What is this? Oh. What? That's the elevator? What? Okay. That's the elevator, Jay, apparently.
Scoozy.
The Monjul?
Mondula.
Okay, we get back attack for that. Are you just spamming Guardian Field?
Yeah, I gotta get it to 100. He's got chain or whatever to upgrade Guardian Field.
You thought you could win? Too bad.
Like Dane Nomos gave him all the things that let him like alter art. So
understood.
I think Guardian Field is one of the ones you have to get to 100 or something. I think I don't remember. We've that's been 2 weeks. It's
hurts me. It really hurts me.
We should really enjoy these little times together. Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
Such grace. Such grace.
how close am I? Need to know.
Brilliant.
I want the upsetty spaghetti. I get it.
Jade Cocoon Dark Souls? That'd be kind of wild.
Hold on.
Kind of wild. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if it need to even be Dark Souls, but like I do think like third person over the shoulder 3D environment definitely.
Oh yeah, but like I kind of like the idea of like Jade Cocoon Dark Souls, a la Jade Cocoon 1, not Jade Cocoon 2, right? Because Jade Cocoon 2 has the wheel where you like cycle your team through, right? But Jade Cocoon 1 is just the one at a time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what you could do is like Monster Mixer, Jungle Survivor, third-person Monster Hunter-esque. What I and I don't know if we're on the same page here or not, but what I was thinking was like Jade Cocoon, or it wouldn't even have to be Jade Cocoon necessarily, but like monster catcher game, but rather than you summon the monster, because this is like Dark Souls, right? Like you transform into the monster, so you get like different move sets and skills and things like that based off of the monster that you've transformed into. And so you go through and you're Dark Soulsing through this Dark Souls environment, and you're like, I'm gonna use this monster for this. I'm gonna use this monster for this. I'm gonna use this monster for this, right? But you're
like
also catching monsters along the way.
There needs to be a huge update though, because while Jade Cocoon is super cool and unique, it can't just be like this creature model with another creature's texture file.
It's
gonna have to be something else.
As much as I love Jade Cocoon, there would be a lot of requirements for the change. Jade Cocoon Evo third-person action. I could see that. Yeah, absolutely. I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Let's give you some TPJ.
I will use it on trying to get shit to 200.
I hate flying enemies.
Let's eliminate them.
I should love them, but there's like I get one hit and then they're on the ground. Like, look, one hit. Now what do I do?
I'm aware.
I can't hit them when they're on the ground. It's just I can just do this. I think the optimal thing is just go hit, wait, hit, wait, hit, wait.
My thing work on them?
So what?
Hit him. Hit him. There, he's up again. There he's. Oh, never mind. He died.
Okay, all right. We've got. I could do that myself if my
you
stupid
poor
fucking
thing.
pickup move would pick up. But I gotta do 200 times first. That should just come out of the box with that.
My pickup move already picks up.
Whoa,
Suck
careful.
You can
It
do
does.
it, Yuri!
It's floating. Apatheia.
It's creating interference with the
Apatheia,
Blastia and
Apatheia.
causing the air to go out of control.
Are we gonna break it? It's like one of the Entelikea's souls, right?
I'm gonna wreck it.
Afraid that's what it's down to. If Heracles keeps going, we can kiss Zaphias goodbye. Not to mention that cannon might decide to go off.
Yeah, we have to act now.
What kind of cannon? What kind of cannon ever in any media that you've ever witnessed, right? In any game you've ever played, what kind of cannon just charges and charges and charges and charges and charges
Jeremy,
and charges
you know what it is.
and charges
It's turn-based
and
dialogue.
charges
Turn-based.
and charges?
Turn-based. It's not his turn yet.
Is no one up there like, oh, the cannon's charged, fire the cannon, right? Like, the cannon is just charging because it can, right? Like, they just needed some dumbass reason to be like, oh, we can't just disable everything because if we do that, then the stored energy might explode in the cannon that's charging. So instead, we'll need Yuri to use Dane Nomos, because that's really the whole purpose here, is we want Yuri to use Dane Nomos.
It stopped?
What about the cannon?
Not good. At this rate, it's gonna fire.
Never mind, the cannon's still gonna fire, so it was irrelevant.
No way!
God
We shut
damn
the
it.
power off.
You know my favorite thing that happens in video games? Is when you have to go and do the thing, and then you go and do the thing to stop the other thing from happening, and then the other thing happens anyways. That's the best.
Very bright.
Does it just have like gyroscopic legs, or is someone in the in the destroyed control room riding the Heracles repeatedly?
I'd say it's self-centering.
Yeah.
Sure.
That sounds like bullshit.
I was really worried there for a second.
That's some friend you have.
There he goes again, showing off as usual.
Hey, am I the only one who heard a voice when you cut the Apatheia?
No. That might have been the voice of whatever Entelikeia it used to be.
It
Wait,
was like
they're
the
still
consciousness
alive?
within the Apatheia willed the air back to normal.
I think we're done here. Now we've got to get to Zaphias to rescue Estelle.
I'll call Baul. We should get somewhere out in the open.
We've lost too much time getting sucked into this Heracles decoy business.
Let's hurry!
Well, the
Yep.
air back to normal. The Apatheia and air. The Rhizomata formula and Estelle.
Random proper nouns that we don't actually care about.
That was a close call.
I did not want to watch the lower quarter get destroyed right in front of me.
We owe your friend a debt of thanks.
This wouldn't have
He's
destroyed
not
the
too
lower
subtle,
quarter.
though.
That would have
He
wiped
went
the
ahead with his
entirety
knights
of
and all of us
Zaphias.
still in here.
Flynn would do just
Actually-
about anything to defend the capital.
Actually-
And he'd use his own body to shield everyone else.
You know
That's
what?
his thing.
Kid's got more nerve than I gave him credit for.
If we had just
What'd you
let it
expect?
hit
He's Yuri's friend.
Zaphias, it would have wiped Alexei and Estelle. Problem solved. Problems solved.
Actually, kinda.
Like, it would have been a tragic loss. So many would have died, but technically, still a win.
Let's eliminate them.
Just saying.
Here we go. I'm about to use all of it. Here we go.
Make for a better story? At this point, yeah, it probably would make for a better story than what this game is doing.
I'll fill you full of arrows.
No way.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, the time has come to say goodbye.
Revenge arrow. Energy arrow. Sorry.
Energy arrow.
It just comes out. These things just come out.
I don't even use.
Yeah, you're a hater.
Hey, I don't like casters.
You're just a hater.
Yeah.
I mean, that game
well,
is kind
I
of
take that back. In the
Flynn
remake,
down
the
there?
remake that came out, what was it, last year?
Yeah.
I use casters all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't pause combat.
That's what I was gonna say. Is the original game kind of screws casters in the fact that it pauses combat and the scaling of the casters, the way that like casting, not necessarily the way that casting works, just that the fucking ultimate goal of that game is to just hit stun your enemy into oblivion.
The fleet looks like it's in trouble.
Oh no! This is not good. Judging from the tilt, those ships are taking on water. If they don't pick up the pace, they're gonna sink.
Isn't that Flynn yelling down there?
Doesn't look like there's any way to break away from that. I feel bad for doing this to Flynn, but we really need to get going.
Are you sure? You're gonna get an earful later.
I'm used to his lectures. Judy, take us out of here.
Baul!
But you put your...
Baul, head towards the capital. Yeah, thanks. Everyone,
Don't tell
get
him where to
on.
go. I'm flying this thing.
You won't get away this time, Alexei.
And I would like to go buy some goddamn food. It's gonna take us directly to the capital, isn't it? I just want to be able to use the systems that the game put into the game.
Whoa! No more barrier.
I wonder if this is Alexei's doing too.
That guy's just doing whatever he wants.
Ready to go in?
Take us there.
Estelle, where could you be?
Where do we even start looking in a city this big?
It literally said, like, the sword stare of Zophius.
We follow the airflow. If Alexei is using Estelle and Apatheia in his plans, it has to cause a disturbance in the air. Baul!
Okay. Sure.
He found it.
There! Estelle!
And Alexei's right there with her.
The fucking little Yuri on Rapid's back.
Judy, take us closer.
Love it. You love to see it. Raggy?
Not anime. What's that? You wanted to do some grocery shopping?
Yeah.
How about anime cutscene?
What the fuck is this?
Estelle!
Estelle!
Damn it! Stop it, Alexei!
Yeah, because he's gonna acquiesce to that request.
I'm losing control of myself. I'm scared.
That feels so like Lucia to me.
Don't give
Kind of, right? Yeah. It's got some Lunar 2 vibes.
Like like trapped inside, like
and like heroes on the outside, like, I can't believe you did this to me.
Yeah. What happened the last time you got close to her? Alexei just goes, aha, power. Why did you think that was gonna be any different?
Estelle!
Please, I beg of you. Before I cause anyone any more pain. Please, Yuri. Kill me now.
And all of a sudden,
eye roll.
Judy is like, oh, hell yeah.
The biggest eye roll. The eye roll of eye rolls. Shit.
Yuri's got a good grip on that rope.
Right? Like, right? And we're gone. I guess we're walking. Baul's dead. Well,
I'm alive.
It was
a
a fun
very
run.
jittery chain.
Did everybody make it?
I'll be all right.
I'm alive, but I can't say much more than that.
He's just sleeping.
Feels like I might have snapped a few bones.
He went to the farm.
The ship's a mess too. You won't get away with this, Alexei. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yuri! It hurts!
I can't feel
That
my
thing
legs,
Estelle did.
Yuri.
It was like Dane Nomos. Must be what happens when you get a few epithea together at once.
Don't try to talk. We're gonna get you both to a doctor. Try and hang in there for a little longer.
Thank you, old friend. We owe you so much.
It looks like Baul won't be able to give us a lift for a while.
No. He'll have to rest somewhere until his wounds are healed.
You've done more for us than we could ask. Take care and rest well.
Yeah, okay, I'll just lay here.
That or he's about to apatheia.
Motherfuckers, he's good enough to lift off. He can hitch us to the nearest fucking village.
What about Estelle?
Yeah, if we don't hurry.
You've got plenty to worry about without thinking about Estelle.
Because even though that seemed like it was a really final climactic moment, and prior to that we were in a super big hurry to get there, in actuality, whatever it is that Alexei's doing is going to take a really long time. So we have plenty of time to go see doctors, rest and recuperate, maybe get sent on a couple of other side questy things, figure out a way to actually defeat Alexei, and then we'll go rescue Estelle.
If we go after Alexei like this,
I don't know if
we're
I can
sure
roll
to
my
get our
eyes
butts handed to us.
harder.
It seems we're somewhere near Kapwa
No
Nor.
chibi form this time around.
Let's go to Nor Harbor. There's bound to be a doctor there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that sky. The air is boiling like thunderclouds. There's a mean
Juna.
storm brewing.
Did we get thrown across a mountain range?
What the heck is going on? Is this a sign
I
we're about
just
to get hit
want
with
to
some
buy
kind of disaster?
eggs.
I just finished building my house.
I would really
for
like to
crying
buy
out
eggs and
loud.
milk.
They're really in an uproar.
Oh,
Not that I
Carol's
blame
fucked
them.
up.
I'll bet things are pretty crazy in the capital, too.
Where did you come from? Did you hear anything?
No, we were...
Why are all of you here? You look terrible. What happened to you?
Oh, it's you. We've been through a lot. Do you know any doctors around here?
Sure, I know a doctor, but...
Well, do you think you might be able to bring the doc to the inn? We're too beat to even walk anymore.
All right, I'll be back soon.
What was that but? Normally,
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Normally you don't like say, I know a doctor, but unless there's some sort of like issue.
Thank goodness
Is
you
Dr.
came.
Kevorkian
You'd
still
return
alive?
from Heliard then?
I don't think so. I think he passed.
Yes. I still can't thank you enough for your help before.
I think it was a while back.
Yeah, it was a long while ago, 2011.
It's the classic I'm timid anime guy, but...
Oh, hello there. Are you with them too?
Aye.
What?
Hi.
Do you know them?
After I got Polly back to his home, they let me sleep over and eat with them.
Oh, right. After you left Rago's palace.
Now that there's a new magistrate, Nor had become a much nicer place to live. But now, with that sky looking the way it is...
Hey, mister, did you hear it? There was a loud sound like boom! And then everything was shaking like an earthquake.
A town official is currently going to see what happened.
Hey, where's that nice lady who was with you? Is she gone?
Oh, she's dead.
Now that I think of it, that girl would have been able to heal your wounds. What happened to her?
A certain worthless idiot handed her over to the bad guy. Now we're chasing after them.
I see. I guess I shouldn't have asked.
I'm sorry, but she's away for today.
Oh, really?
Don't worry. The next time we come, we'll bring her with us for sure.
Really? Yay!
Don't go making promises you can't keep.
For now,
It's a kid. You can
should
lie to
just
kid.
get some rest.
You can lie to... You heard it here. Parenting advice from Jay. You can lie to kids.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Tell me you have never lied to Jade. Tell me you've never done it. You've been truthful with her, and everything you've told her, both big and small.
What about general cultural lies? Like the concept of Santa Claus and shit like that.
I mean... Alright, let's let those slide just for... Just a...
What about... Yeah, no, of course I've fucking lied to my child. Right? Like, of course I've lied to my child. But not as like a general rule. You know? It's not just like, yeah,
Oh,
tell
there
the
you go.
children. Tell the
Jeremy's
children
second.
anything you want to tell them. They're children. It doesn't matter. It does matter. Like we were talking about earlier with the whole lies of P thing, right? What's lying is more human than anything, right? Like, sometimes a lie is appropriate. Don't let me...
Flip that.
No, yeah, don't, especially in anime, we could be setting that child up for a whole nother Tales. Oh, no. Oh, not that child.
I think the next time we play a Tales game, we should probably hit that one up that just got recently translated. Can't remember which one it was, though.
Huh?
There was one of the Tales games finished its translation recently.
Ah, gotcha.
Like I say recently, that was like many months ago now. It wasn't Alter Code F.
I should
Not
voice
Alter Code
over a
F.
Tales game in an anime? Absolutely not. Absolutely
Your
not!
Excellency, it's horrible! The road! It's gone! There's a giant hole on the other side of a meat hill! It's burning hot all around it. I wasn't able to get very close.
What? Just like that?
I suppose that's what all that rumbling was earlier.
Even if we were able to get near that hole, getting across it would be impossible. No one will be able to go past a mead hill like this.
Artificially elongating your story sucks. All of that was building up to a climactic moment, and now all of that build is gone.
But
and
now
we're
you
gonna
can
have
go
to jump
grocery
through
shopping.
hoops and go hither and yon just to even fucking make it back to the capital. Cool.
So then, Nor is cut
Cool.
off from everyone else?
Cool.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Chill the fuck out.
Could this be the blast from the Heracles cannon? What have they done?
What do you mean, what have they done? They avoided hitting the capital. That's what they did.
You know what's going to be funny? You're going to finally get an opportunity to buy food, and it's going to miss one crucial ingredient that's used across many recipes that you want to cook.
Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly.
Dairy. Where's the dairy?
There's eggs. We got eggs.
There's milk.
There's milk. We got milk and eggs, boys.
Oh, so there's sushi.
Missing. We're missing
tomato.
tomatoes. And
Tomato,
potatoes.
potato. They do not have tomatoes or potatoes.
Yep. Or cucumbers. No, we can't make salads. Motherfucker. Go back to the end. Hey guys, it was the Heracles cannon. Oh, everybody's up.
So it did end up hitting something after all.
Thankfully, it missed hitting any of the towns.
You guys sure you're all right?
No, I hurt all over. But Estelle's in trouble. I can't just lie around.
Yeah, what he said.
What's our next move, though?
If the road to Emmead Hill is out, couldn't we take a boat around?
I'm afraid not. A little while back, the Knights came and took any boat that could make a long trip.
Of course they did! Of course! Because if there was a boat here in this port city, then that means we wouldn't have to do whatever thing the game wants us to do.
Thanks to them, the harbor's dead empty.
How about repairing the Fiertia and heading round by sea?
The keel's all smashed up, so it'll take a while to fix it.
Damn, at a time like this.
Well, there is one way, but I'm just not sure how I feel about recommending it to you.
If it'll get us through, let's hear it. We've got to get to the capital fast.
I'm afraid it'll end up taking you a fair bit out of your way. If you go north just before Emmead Hill, there's a thin strip of coastline. It'll eventually come to a dead end, but in this season it freezes over and becomes an ice flow.
The Blade Drifts of Zofair.
I love JRPG naming conventions. Can you think... Okay, actually, never mind. I can think of a couple of, like, famous locations. But, like, it's fairly rare She's just making them up as she goes, right? It's fairly rare to, like, have a place named in this manner, right? Like, normally people would just be like, oh, Zofair, or oh, the Blade Drifts, right? Like, how many places do you know that are the blank blank of blank?
Many.
Oh yeah? Give me an example. I actually have an off the top example, which is why I balked. But I don't have that many examples, and JRPGs are riddled with them. Huh?
Right. Well, I mean, the first one that comes to mind, I don't know why, it was Final Fantasy X's. Was it the Field of Thunder?
Okay, but that's a blank of blank, not a blank blank of blank.
Oh, blank of blank.
And I was talking about real world examples.
Real world.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, people don't name things like this unless they're like the Great Wall of China, right?
Gotcha.
Like, those are extremely rare things. And then I beat you to it, Jesse. Then
you might not have.
I might not have. Whatever. I said it before I saw it. Get out of here.
Well, that's bullshit.
But yeah, it's just a thing that happens in like JRPGs where it's like, why do you think your people would name things like that?
Right. If you're lucky, you should be able to make your way across the flow on the ice.
Because it sounds evocative.
Okay. Does it sound evocative? What does it evoke to you?
Blades made of ice.
Uh-huh. Okay, specifically, what does Zofair evoke to you?
Place.
So it could just be called the Blade Drifts.
But it lets us know where the Blade Drifts are.
We already know where they are. Northeast along that little coastline.
In Zofair, yes.
What is Zofair?
Place.
Okay. All right. You got me there.
So in other words, if we go across there, we can take a detour to the middle of the continent.
Oh, I hate it.
The
Yes,
Blade
Patty,
Drifts of
you've
Zofair,
caught up.
huh? I heard nobody goes there. Not even fishermen, because of the stories.
What
You're
stories?
also gambling on nature here, so there's no guarantee you'll be able to get through.
Nature, after all, is more often the enemy of man.
Quite the keen observation, Patty.
If that's our only way, then we'll have to go for it.
Okay.
For some reason, that reminded
let's do
me
it.
of that line that Steve Buscemi had in one of the Spy Kid movies.
Thanks for your help.
Where he, like, takes
Least
off
I
his
can do.
glasses and stares
There wouldn't be much left
blankly
of
at
this
the
family
wall
if it weren't for you all.
and says, "Do you think God hides in heaven?"
Only thing I'll ask
because
is that
he
you don't
too
disappoint my boy.
fears his own creation.
You got it.
That's way too heavy a line for the Spy Kids.
For Spy Kids?
Oh, God. Alright, let's go. I guess I can go.
Estelle said something just before her power was fully activated, didn't she? What do you think she was trying to say?
Sorry, old Raven didn't catch it.
Yuri?
Old Raven caught it. And Yuri caught it. Don't let them lie to you, Carol.
He's a kid. As we determined earlier, you can lie to kids.
You can lie to kids. Reiterated here, folks. You can lie to kids. Is there anything else here that we wanted? I guess stock up on fucking...
Oh, yeah. Get
Gels.
tomatoes and potatoes.
I'm gonna tomato your potato.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I just did. What are you gonna do about it? Not a damn thing. You ain't gonna do No cheese? Cheese.
That's my own personal hell right there.
Cheese.
No cheese.
Alright. Oh god. Back to hoofing it on foot. How
bad,
fucking
man.
atrocious.
Nope. They're probably real low level
should
too.
really enjoy these little times
No,
together.
they've all upgraded.
No, they haven't.
You
No,
know,
they
maybe
haven't.
you should, think.
Finish that one.
Super useful. Still need the second one. Wait, what?
Hello.
Oh, he's not touching me. It's a lie.
Hey, you see what I did there? Not too shabby for an old man.
What are we? What is this? Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Mead. Worried about Bool.
What big fucking hole? You couldn't even put it on the fucking map?
Wait,
Is
is
it
that
that?
brown?
Is that it?
I think that's it.
That's not preventing us from...
That's the hole, bro.
That's not preventing us from going anywhere.
Baul.
It blew a bunch of
Will
rubble onto
Baul's
the road.
wounds heal quickly?
My, is that concern I hear in your voice?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been asking too much of him, really.
It will take some time, but he should recover. He's quite a fighter, you know.
Oh, good.
So don't worry, okay, Rita?
All right.
Gone are the days
Hey,
of the dragon
I'm the one
fucker.
giving out the sympathy here.
You really must learn to control that temper.
Agreed. I say that as somebody with a temper. Oh, he's fast. Ah.
Don't let him trip you up.
Not done yet. All right, who's next? Guardian Field. That's what happens when I get serious.
Thanks, Yuri. Thank you for getting serious. Let's go.
Bro, you okay?
To the ice fields! Stop! Why are they so fast?
Green, they're everywhere. We'll get every last one. You
They're
thought you
so
could
fast,
win?
Jay.
Too bad.
They pretty fast.
Why are we having to fight a whole shit
More
ton
Guardian Force.
of low-level units?
On Patty.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise.
We're out of bows. Okay, maybe that bow? Ooh, that bow. Oh, that bow does give you special.
What?
That bow gives you special.
Special.
Yeah, good enough. Stop attacking me!
It's fine.
Oh.
Getting usages in.
Are you done already?
They're so
Stronger
weak.
and stronger.
It's not worth it.
It's really not.
It's,
I mean,
it's not worth it.
I mean, we're getting grade for it,
No. Stop.
which we're totally going to use, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally. Ah.
Da-da-da-da.
Interesting. Increases the rate at
Interesting.
which overlimit gauge fills when Raven is in the battle party.
So that's in overlimit gauge is like a global thing. That's not something that just benefits her. That's benefiting the entire party.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like those types of skills. Those are neat little skills.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
What the fuck, Patty?
Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
Also, she cast that real quick.
Real fast. She just did the Frieza orb.
It's total chaos and panic no matter where you look.
People were just living normally, and then the capital winds up like this all of a sudden. Heracles' cannon even changed the land itself.
Not really a situation where you can just tell people to calm down.
Nobody's gonna accept his rule with this mess going on. Alexei, what the hell are you thinking?
Rule by terror, maybe?
Whether he can control the people or not, the world is headed for a crisis if this keeps up.
But just try telling people about the air and the catastrophe it'll cause. They won't understand. We're the only ones who know, so that means it's up to us.
This is gonna be rough.
Now this might be an actual enemy. Had to have been. It was Gamble Cast. Yeah, it was legitimately Gamble Cast.
Get either B or A to unleash a random spell.
What the fuck? Oh, that was a failure. You have to cast right next to them?
It does have a...
I'm not even casting. I'm just watching you cast.
So it's just a 50-50 to either be really good or nothing. Oh, hi. Look at us. We're on the Blade Field. Too bad we don't know where this is. Oh wait, we do. It's Zephyr, because we were told.
You know who I bet we find here?
Who do you think we find here?
Zagi! Probably not, but still.
But he's just encased in ice.
It's cold.
I mean, we knew we were going to some ice flows. Did no one, let's get some jackets?
Okay, old man, we get it already.
The aged have lower body temperatures, you know? What I wouldn't give for the heat of that desert.
You're gonna slip and fall if you don't shut up. Oops, too late.
Watch it there. We old folks are fragile.
Sorry.
Man, this is really some place.
You know what the funny thing
sort of
is?
a cross between mysterious and just plain creepy. There are swords coming up out of the ice.
Old is like 25, right? In a JRPG, yes. In this case, I think he's, what, 35? Or is he like 32?
And I was just thinking,
Yeah,
he's
they seem to be all over.
1 year
They're relics of a
older,
battle that happened
or 2
long
years
ago
older
between pirates and the Empire.
than the Gomage age, currently in Expedition 33.
Now that you mention it, I've heard about that.
You're just full of information, aren't you?
Kitty cat, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing, tiny baby?
Which means he's only 1 year older than
Quit that. You quit that.
than Sophie.
It's stuff that I
Do you,
picked up
did
when I
did
was
Sophie look
researching about
elderly to
ice.
you?
Yes. Can I help you?
I thought So Fair got its name from the sharp cold, but I guess I was wrong.
Can I help you?
I don't think you were too far off with cold as a void.
Sweet boy.
Sweet boy. Hey, sweet tiny baby.
What's wrong with him?
He says, I don't like to sit like a person, Papa.
Whoa.
Oh. Is that an Intellicaea?
What was that? It's big. Is that an Intellicaea?
Called it.
No, I don't sense intelligence in it.
You
So
called
it's
it
a
incorrectly.
monster, right? We'd be in trouble if that thing attacked us.
It's a Bitajo. A
A
monster
what?
with a rigid, sparkly back and a super strong
Oh,
body.
it's an aquatic creature, so.
That's a Monster Hunter monster right there.
Yeah, that's
a Bitajo? Absolutely. That is a Monster Hunter monster right there. 100%. We playing Monahunta now, boys.
It shouldn't bother us if we
Monahunta.
leave it alone. Forget about it.
We got 2 new
Let's go.
monsters to kill.
I hate that drip feed though. I hate that. I hate that.
Dude, I hate it too.
Right, like
but
don't give me 2 new monsters. Let the game chill for 6 months and then give me like 7 new monsters.
Yes, and they will do that too. They'll do both.
Then,
But that's
then don't
paid
give me
DLC,
the 2
brother.
new monsters right now. Just give me the 9 new monsters at the 6-month mark. Like, I get it. It increases the life cycle of the game. I do get it. I understand. I'm just personally not a fan. I would rather play, like, Monster Hunter. New Monster Hunter comes out. Cool. I play new Monster Hunter. I get my new Monster Hunter fix. A year after the new Monster Hunter comes out, a big update to the new Monster Hunter comes out, and there's 10 new enemies and some new shit and new gear and blah 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 blah. I play that Monster Hunter. I get my fix. Great. A year after that, the second version of the game comes out, a la, Worlds, Iceborne,
or Rise's Sunbreak.
Rise, Sunbreak, blah 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 blah. Again, I get that. I play that. I get my Monster Hunter fix. A year after that, they update that version with the newest shit. I play again. I get my fix.
Look, you get both. Like, you technically could choose not to fight the drip feed monsters and just fight the drip feed monsters when you buy the paid DLC.
Except they don't always. Some of those things are like limited time events. Some of that shit disappears. Right?
True. Some events do, but not these monsters.
Yes,
these are like
sure. I'm not saying that
editions.
these do, right? But like, it's just a scenario where I get the reason it is so that the people who continue to play the game, right, get new stuff, which keeps them playing the game, and new stuff coming out encourages people who haven't played the game to be like, oh, maybe I'll go play this game, or people who have stopped playing the game to go, oh, I'll come back and play this game. I get it. It continues the life cycle of the game. I'm just not a big fan of that kind of concept of continuing the life cycle of the game. Right? It just
Well, I mean, then maybe you shouldn't be playing games as a service.
But here's the thing: is I do like other games as a service, right? Like I do enjoy other live service games, but they are done in different styles, right? Like I like live service games where, like, it's a MOBA or it's a arena or it's a what have you, because I get on and I play it for the intention of that individual match. But something like Monster Hunter is a I am building a character. I am customizing gear. I am building up my maximum level, and I don't put 30 minutes to an hour into a game. I put 60 hours into the game, right? On this character going through the story, defeating all the monsters. And then when you put 2 monsters in, I go, cool, I'm coming back to fight 2 monsters for 3 hours. Depending on the monster, right? Some of those monsters I might spend 7 hours or more on just that single monster, right? But like, it's just not a style that I like in the concept, right? Is like, I get why
they're doing
it's
the best of both worlds. They're doing the
get why
drip
it's
feed
done.
and they're doing the big content. Like, I mean, you don't have to interact with the things you don't like.
Agreed. Fair enough. You're not wrong. I just don't like it. It can exist for the other people that do like it. Much like this game.
Well, except you're still interacting with it.
I am still interacting with this game, and I bellyache, but this game is fine. It's the writing's just bad.
It's fine.
It's fine. Game's fun to play, but the writing's stupid. And I wish it wasn't. It didn't have to be.
Oh.
Alright,
The
that's
Swan
it.
Brigade
That's
beat
it
us.
for the belly-aching time of Tales of Vesperia. We'll be back tomorrow with some other stuff. Either some Metaphor, or some Expedition 33, or some Night Rain, or some sort of shenanigans. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.